Mikel, congratulations. Look, you did the job that you needed to do coming off the bench. What was the instruction from Mikel Arteta at that point?
Well, he told me I was going to come in as a striker. Actually, this morning we were talking about it a little bit with one of the assistants. And honestly, it was a surprise because it's the first time in my career that I play in that position. But yeah, he told me to go as a striker, to make sure I go with my strengths. I think I showed it, and yeah, luckily I could help the team with 2 goals today.
Well, yeah, a brace, the first time you're ever playing a striker centre forward. Is this something we're going to see more of now?
I don't know, I don't think so, to be honest. It's funny because I've only scored 2 more braces in my career, and it's the first time I scored a brace coming off the bench as a striker. But I think it's a good day to score because I forgot to give my wife some Valentine's Day. So this goes to her. I think she will appreciate this more than a rose or some chocolate.
Absolutely, always about the family. But it needed something, did this game, didn't it? Because it was a tough afternoon for Arsenal.
Yeah, today was a tough game. We knew coming here to this amazing stadium with this team battling relegation, it was going to be tough. But, I think these games are the ones who lift the spirit. Obviously, with these amazing fans behind us, everything is easier. So thank you to them. Thank you to everyone at home pushing and rooting for us. And I mean, this is an amazing team, and games like today are really good for the squad.
Ethan and Werry, he'd put that ball into the box 4 or 5 times before you were even on the pitch today. But just how good is he for such a young age?
Yes, he's an amazing player. Every time I do an interview, you guys ask me for him. But I mean, it's natural because he's such a talent. Luckily for him, today he crossed the ball. I've been talking to him the whole season that I needed those kind of balls when I'm arriving in the box. And he has such a wonderful left foot that he put it right in my head, so I could only score.
Look, you have closed the gap at the top of the table now, just to 4 points. How important is that? Even though there's still games to go, got to take every opportunity?
Yeah, of course. I mean, this is a long season. We have been talking about it since the beginning. This is a long run, and we have to keep the foot on the gas. And I think if we keep doing this job, putting pressure on every single game, good things will come in the future.
Mikel, thank you for talking to me. Well done.
Thank you very much.
What a time then to score a brace in a game for the first time in over 9 years. Mikel Merino very much coming to Arsenal's rescue to pick up all 3 points when it looked for so long in the East Midlands that they were going to come away with only a point to their name. But they're now within 4 of Liverpool and keep that pressure on. They got there in the end, Ian.
Yeah, they got there in the end, and the thing is it is by any means necessary Arsenal at the moment with the injuries they've got. And like when you listen to Mikel's press conferences, he's talking about character, showing character. And I think that's what they showed today. They had to stay in the game. Of course, you wanted Leicester to be a little bit more proactive at home, trying to go for Arsenal. But we know our defence is strong. But we needed that off the bench. We needed that because I didn't see it coming off the pitch with the starters, apart from Ethan Nwaneri. So we did need that extra push of Merino coming on and scoring.
I mean, that is a huge moment, isn't it, if you think about it? And for what that means for Liverpool, yes, they've got that 4-point advantage, but they just know Arsenal have continued now, their unbeaten run to 15 games?
Arsenal are in great form. They're keeping Liverpool honest. Absolutely. You would look at that game today and worry a little bit, thinking they didn't create too much, playing against tougher opposition maybe. Are they going to be able to do that? But what they have got to do is find somebody from somewhere to take the burden of scoring a few goals. And Merino's gone and done it today. It might be somebody else next week. Yep. But it's not the normal names. We're going to have to get used to some different names to be heroes. And that started today. But great impact off the bench. Those late runs into the box is really important. And as I say, keeps Liverpool honest now.
You okay there, Ian?
Yes.
Before we have a look at Merino's magical moments, 7.5 minutes before he scored the first of his 2 goals, Miles Lewis Skelly with a goal line clearance.
Unbelievable.
In hindsight now, was a seminal moment.
Massive. Thomas Partey, I don't know, his pass was really so flippant there. But you'd see he kind of gets his foot stuck and then he gets another little touch. But it's the luck. It's the luck you need at this stage. Look, you get his foot stuck. And then he digs it out, bam, he's getting ready to tap that in. So that is major in us winning this game. Major.
Yeah. That's one of a couple of youngsters that was heavily involved, really, for Arsenal. And we'll talk about Nwaneri in a second. But when Merino comes off the bench on what, I think 15 minutes before he scored the first goal, could you ever have foreseen the impact it was going to make?
No, I didn't think it was going to be like that, even though we've been hearing that he might be someone that had come on and played a false nine. But what you look at him and see is that he's gone up front, he's gone straight into that area where he can be the threat that he is as an aerial threat, to be in there. And this is what he's done. Look where he is. You can see he's in there, and then, bam. When he was at Sociedad last season, he got 6 goals in this kind of similar kind of way. You could see him there. All he's doing is trying to get on the end of things. And obviously, we've been told, once you get the ball into him. This is another great ball from Ethan Nwaneri. He just gets on the back of Wout Faes, and it's a fantastic header.
Fast to do better?
Definitely, yeah. He's picking him up, and then all of a sudden he moves a couple of yards forward and points to nobody to mark him. But there was nobody. The Vars was marking himself. So yeah, he should have tracked the runner and headed it out. He got a warning. We saw the clip before. He got a warning just before that when a ball came across and it went out for a goal kick in the end. So
yeah.
But no, I thought the defender could have done a lot better.
Now this is interesting. So the ball came in from the right for that goal from Nwaneri. For the second, Trossard involved on the left.
Yes. But this is all about Martin Odegaard at the back there, right at the base of the defence there. Starting it off. Being positive from such a deep area, but then. This is fantastic from Trossard, because I'm thinking there's no one in there. Is he going to get in there in time? There's 4 players in front of him. Is he going to get the cross there? But, he done it in the end. But again, that is because of Odegaard's progression of the ball and being positive in that area of the field. And I'm thinking, can he get this ball all the way across those 4 defenders for him to tap it in? And, it's a good finish, Mike.
He makes it look easy, doesn't he? But it's not. This ball bounces just in front of him. How many times do you see that go over the ball? He keeps his body over the ball, his knee over the ball, keep it down and strokes it into the corner. Makes it look a really simple finish, which it was not.
Beautiful. Better movement there.
Good movement, right? Yeah. For someone obviously not accustomed to playing
the movement, even for the first goal, Manish, and even this one, obviously we needed Trossard to put a good ball in, but his movement on not making the defender know where he is in the box, Mike, you'll know how important that is something that Arsenal are missing. So then a forward can put a ball in. Can he make a move in front of him? Can he make it behind him? But a defender knows that there's someone around me of danger, and that's what he gave us today when he came on.
Before those 2 goals, Nwaneri clearly caught the eye, the 17-year-old on the right, and he came so close on 2 occasions on breaking the deadlock.
I think with this one, when you look at this one, when he goes, I'm thinking to myself, right, just hit the target, make the goalkeeper make a save. Brilliant touch. Just hit the target with that one. You see, he's just leaning back a little bit there. He's trying to get the ball, get his knee over the ball, but he's got the power. But I just think it was one of those that maybe needed a bit more of a whip side foot finish. But it's still a great effort. And then again, that one, the goalie shouldn't be beaten there. But I was thinking, Mike, there's a lot of goal over here. I would have probably tried to hit that across the face of the goal. But like I say, he's 17. He'll learn that, go across the face. Maybe he might get a parry out. But look. Player of the match again, and somebody that we needed to show up today. Obviously, out of our front 3, he was one, Sterling and Trossard, but he rightly gets the man of the match, rightly so.
Good call. Was that the right call for you for the 17-year-old?
Yeah, I mean, you could make a case for Merino. He won the game for them, basically. But no, over the 90 minutes, he was the best player on the pitch. He's good. I really, really like him. I think he's going to be a name for the long term. Yeah. I mean, Saka's going to have to come back into the team in a couple of months' time or whenever it will be, and it won't be easy to take him out the way he's playing at the moment.
The thing is that what's good about that is that he's the person. Saka needs a rest. The reason why Saka's out now is because of the amount of football he's played not only for Arsenal but for England. So you need someone like Ethan Nwaneri coming through to push Saka so as he can get a rest.
So if Nwaneri continues to take his chance in the first team, what about Raheem Sterling today?
Frank, it's a sad watch. It's been a sad time to watch Raheem in this Arsenal period because of what he's done, what he's achieved, and to come to Arsenal at a time where it is a great opportunity for him to show people that I've still got something left. For some reason, unfortunately, he can't seem to find the spark to get him going. And I think you saw it again today. There's hesitancy in his game. There's a little bit of apprehension. It just feels like it's not quite happening for him, and it's sad to see.
Were you surprised to see him toil in the way that he did?
The only thing I would say to back him up in a way is that when you don't play regularly, it really affects you. It affects your rhythm. I remember towards the end of my career, I was not playing a lot, and then all of a sudden you get asked to start out of nowhere. There's loads of injuries, and all of a sudden he's got to start a game, and you feel out of touch. You almost lose your bearings sometimes. You can see he was almost tripping over himself at times. Standing offside, that's no excuse for that. He should never, even when he's 50, he should know how to time a run and how to look across the line. No, but I agree with Wright. It is sad to see him put in a really poor performance. But if there is one little thing that I would say, it might be because he's a little bit rusty. Now, he's going to get the opportunity, probably off the bench again now, because Merino is going to take his place for the next game. It's going to be an impact thing. So, but he's got to grab these chances because at his age, there isn't many opportunities left. There's going to be people coming back from injury, signings. This is his opportunity now with so many injured players to grasp it. And he's only probably got 6 to 10 games to do that.
And the thing is as well, Mike, you look at if it continues in the way we're seeing him play at the moment, then you think, well, who are his suitors going to be after this? This is a level he's got to, even though it's a loan, where you're thinking, if you can prove it here, Arsenal may keep you on. You may go again at this level, but it'd be very tough to see him at this level if it carries on like this.
Well, the late nature of that defeat for Leicester will be hard to take. It's 9 league defeats in 10. Let's get the post-match thoughts of their head coach, Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Ruud, simply your thoughts after that.
No, it was a game of thin margins. Of course, Arsenal was in a way the dominant side. I think we did really well controlling them, and also on the ball we had our spells. We created a few good chances. I think the turning point in the game was obviously their goal, but also that's what I mean in thin margins, where the ball across from Jordan Ayew to Bobby Decordova, where he can tap it in, and you need a bit of luck there to go 1-0 up in late in the game. And we couldn't, and then they scored late, 81st or so. Of course, you start to react and go for goal, and they scored the second. But I think we were close to a result again, and I can only give credit to the players.
Do you feel there was an improvement defensively for 80 minutes of that game?
I think we defended well as a team. And we blocked a lot of shots. We tried to apply as much pressure as we could on the back line. But they're very good in finding the free man and have a lot of variation. But I think we were compact, we were strong, defending the cross as well. I think with the first goal, he got in between our right back and the centre back. Yeah, we should mark that better for the first goal. But overall, I can only compliment the team.
Was this scoreline harsh on Leicester?
Maybe. I thought maybe a 1-0 was probably fair. Arsenal definitely shaded it, but he's right. I mean, a little bit of luck. Right, he showed the possible chance or the bit of fortune on the back post for Arsenal. Overall, though, I thought Arsenal were the team that were wanting it more, that were trying to press for the victory. So I think on balance, Arsenal they weren't really impressive, Arsenal. And Leicester did defend well. They defended set pieces well as well. Arsenal were a real threat. They defended that really well. But on the whole, I think Arsenal deserved a small win.
And if Leicester were outsiders today, they host Brentford on Friday.
Tough.
That's also a tough one, isn't it?
It is a tough one, especially when you look at the Brentford forwards and what they're capable of doing and how resolute they are at the back. It's another game where they're going to probably have to dig in again and try and get those chances. You can't forget that Ndidi chance at the start there, and it was very fortunate in the way that Mars Lewis Skelly kind of like made that clearance. So a little bit of luck either way. Obviously, Ndidi's got to do better with the header, but a little bit of luck either way. And Leicester might be, last couple of games that they've had, like obviously the Man United in the Cup was so unlucky for them, offside goal, and then they just got a bit of they were just a bit unlucky with the way that Mars Lewis Skelly cleared that, and then Arsenal brought Marino off the bench to finish it.
In the end, though, a big win for Arsenal, and the question on Matchday Live next is who's going to do likewise.